Good morning. We have a fantastic youngster, an inspirational youngster, Sreekanta here. Today on 25th July, on the occasion of ETS 2.0. So let's have a chat with him. Sreekanta, would you be good enough to share your journey with our young audience?
Sure, why not? So possibly you introduced me as a young person. Actually, I'm relatively old. So that becomes an oxymoron sentence. Anyway, jokes apart. So I started my career around 30 years back. So at that time, the public sectors were the mainstay of the country's economy.
Right.
So I joined a public sector called HMT.
Okay.
So that was more into building machines for the country. I was there for 5 years, but 5 good years where I learned about machines, design, how they are assembled, how they are sold, and how they are serviced.
Right.
After that, I moved to a company called FANUC, which was a Japanese company which was setting foot in Indian market. Yep. They were actually selling robots and that day current technologies like computer numerical controls. Correct. So I was there again for around a decade, and I was heading their all India applications. A very interesting work and very much learning. So I think most of my learning comes from what I have done in that company. Then I moved to Infosys. Okay. I was a principal consultant there.
Okay.
And then I moved to Bosch.
Okay.
I was there another decade, and now I am in NTT Data.
Right. Okay, good.
The interesting thing about my entire journey is that I have tried to move, or I have tried to get into a new change based on what I feel is the happening things. That means when I started my career, it was more of machines, mechanical things.
Right.
But when I moved to FANUC, it was more of controllers were coming, robots were coming. So I really wanted to explore what's happening.
Right.
And then when I moved to Infosys, it was more the IT revolution happening and connectivity of machines.
Very nice.
So even though I changed places, I did not change the domain or the expertise what I have.
Right.
It's only thing is the current technology in the domain was coming from different companies. And so I went behind the technology, kept my domain same. And people feel that I'm a subject matter expert. I don't know how much of it is true. But then the idea is, why I'm telling this is, you need to keep reinventing yourself and learning along the way. Well, I think that gives you a long career, a more fruitful and loving career.
It's a very interesting point that you said, Sreekanta. That is how layer by layer knowledge seems to be accretive and accumulative, getting you expertise in the momentum, as you said, subject matter expert. Now, AI and robotics are here to stay. So if you can throw a little sharper input as to which are all the aspects youngsters and young aspiring entrepreneurs and the startups can work, what would those be?
So it's more in the skill area, or you are looking at it?
You could address from skill, because if you want to become an entrepreneur also, you need to get skilled and look at the opportunities.
See, what I have seen in my experience is, up to the AI happening, the opportunities were more in the IT area. That means you were building solutions to solve some problems, which could be in the business world or in the IT world, something like that. But when AI happened, it also has a deep attachment to the domain. For example, I was referring in today's seminar about a vibration thing.
Right.
So with all the knowledge of IT tools, AI tools, if I have to solve a problem of vibration of an engine, I also need to know the engine's domain. I also have to have a competence.
Very nice. So it is that engineering, that maths, Fourier analysis of vibrations.
So even though you are not knowing, at least your team should be knowing. So what I'm trying to tell here is, it is not IT alone. It is a mixture of IT, OT, mechanicals, electricals, everything together. So today's, if you want to get into engineering, like what we used to do, we used to get into IT or electronics. Now we have to have a cross-functional expertise. And you also have to have a domain expertise.
Very nice.
I think that's very important. So if you're trying to be an entrepreneur or a startup, trying to solve problems, then you need to see what is your niche area of expertise. Where you can really contribute and solve the problems.
Lovely. Thanks a lot, and appreciate your valuable time, Sreekanta.
Sure.
Dear youngsters, I'm certain you would have had some valuable takeaways. Wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sreekanta.